Hi, Mochismo Eugene. Welcome to another video from Exit Strategy. Please like, subscribe, share the video if you found it helpful. Give it a thumbs up. Pass it on if you believe someone else will benefit from it. I would appreciate that. Well, good morning here in upstate New York to everyone around the world. So I hope you all are doing very good and in good spirits and in good health. It's been a ride, man. 5 years plus, almost 6 years. It's been a ride, and haven't fell asleep, haven't nodded off. Although there have been not multiple narcissists that I've engaged with in relationship settings, but there were a handful that after the awakening you pursue in hopes that this or that may not be the same old, to no avail. I'm going to talk to you about how, when you're awakened, you get to see a narcissist go from entry level, desirable, to disturbed, disgusting, deplorable, demonic. And you see all of this on full display, and it goes from 0 to 60 in no time at all. If you are awakened and you're in tune and you're okay with self, you have a better self-awareness of you, this is what's going to aid you in seeing this stuff right away. Then there comes a decision to be made, which is really not a decision at all. It's a no-brainer. You have to determine whether you will continue to pursue, engage in an endeavor or an undertaking with these individuals, say an intimate setting. Now, in a work setting like what I do, landscaping, excavating, and I'm into concrete a little bit now, this is where this video comes from. Whether it's workers, guys, you know, I'm a guy, I get guys, pull from guys in the street. A lot of times I go from the mission, rescue mission, and different things like that, because you have to understand, people don't want to work today. It doesn't matter, narcissists or not. You know, me, myself, we really don't see the, and when I say work in the sense of the 9 to 5, we don't see the sense in it. We see it for what it is. We see it as a minion type, manipulative overthrow of the human spirit. Whereas those powers that be don't want to see you empowered, so they train you to do as they say do. They train you to watch other people who are not pulling their load, and they also train some people to watch things that are none of their damn business. And so you realize that when you begin to see a person, in this case narcissist, on full display, they go from desirable to disgusting, demonic, and you just have a very, very stomach churning feeling just to be around them. You don't want, they're deplorable, and that might sound harsh, and it is. Sorry, but not sorry. They are very disgusting people to watch. It's kind of like if you knew someone was, and they are dark, I want to use an example. If you knew somebody was not only an accused serial killer, but you knew, without them knowing you knew, that they were this person who had no regard for human life, but yet you're not letting on to them that you know, because you know they are dangerous. You know that they have unalived multiple people, and let's say there's an APB be on the lookout for, and you happen upon this person, or you've known this person and they're in your space, and you know that they had the strong propensity and had taken other people's lives. Would you be able to sit around them in comforts and act like nothing is wrong? And this is kind of when you're around a narcissist of any kind, whatever spectrum they're on, whatever darkness triad they are, whatever toxicity level that they have. And this is not about judging them over you, putting yourself above them. This is calling it for what it is. You know, time's out, time's up for us letting our intuition take the back seat, arguing with our intuition. When that voice tells you, cease and desist, we pursue continually. And this goes back to the relationship interaction. You have a decision to make. And a lot of times we have not made the right decisions. And this is post-awakening. Myself, first and foremost, I will say that has been a trial and error. And this is in the past, but these are things that are noteworthy to talk about in order for someone who's listening to me to understand. If you've fallen, if you fell on your face after you've awakened and you knew this person or persons you were engaged with and interacting with were very much possibly narcissists, and you kept your hand in that meat grinder for far too long, and then you end up losing a finger or something. This is an analogy. This is when you've played too long with the narcissist, knowing that they were a narcissist, but you just stuck it out because you just were so curious. You wanted some of the French benefits of being in that person's space. This is when you've compromised your dignity. This is when you've compromised your self-respect for the sake of a feeling, for the sake of an emotional comfort or an emotional partner to help you get over the hump. This is when we've cut deals with the devil. And so back to hiring these guys, I'm seeing it on full display, the narcissism and how these individuals go from desirable, and desirable meaning you can see some potential in them. They start off good, they start off working really well that first day, that first hour, first 10 minutes, and then all of a sudden throughout that day or that situation, you begin to see on full display how they become disgusting, deplorable, demonic, and deceitful. I'm sure there's a lot of other D words I could use, but that should cover it. And you say to yourself, wow, after 6 years of doing this and being aware and awakened and educating myself and vibrating and raising my vibration too, all of these things in conjunction, because you can't just educate yourself on narcissists without elevating your vibration. Because elevating your vibration is going to make you not only be able to detect and discover this right out of the gate, but it's going to help you be able to understand it in a way where it doesn't debilitate you mentally and emotionally. It doesn't drain you. Although it is disgusting to watch these individuals go from what I said, desirable, to disgusting. And you just shake your head and you say, you know, God, I have my faults, I have my shortcomings, I have my setbacks, but thank you for allowing me to see what I could be if left unchecked by my spirit or your spirit or my conscience. Be thankful that you don't allow your conscience to go unchecked. Be grateful for that one thing, because when you see these individuals carrying on the way they are, and they don't have a clue that that you see this. I can't stand to be around those type of people. You know, even before I awakened, there was a lot of chaotic circles that I grew up around. And an empath, even back then, before you awakened, you did not want to be around that. It bothered you. Some people, a lot of people, most people in this world today, even though they may not be chaotic in and of themselves, they don't mind sitting around chaos. They don't mind being a partaker of darkness, gossip, backbiting. And the stench rubs off on you, believe me. It will rub off on you. Because if you can sit in good conscience around this kind of stuff and it does not affect you or bother you, you're just as much part of the problem as the narcissists themselves. And I'm only talking to you guys that in times past we all have failed. We've all done this. We've all stomached it. But now we don't have to stomach it anymore, because we know in stomaching this stuff, we are really doing ourselves a disservice. And if you want to be the best version of yourself, you really need to just be able to just write that line in the sand. See it and move. Move around. See it and move around. You have options. Don't allow the guilt you run on yourself or the guilt trip the narcissist runs on you to cause you to tolerate that kind of foolishness. It's been a ride, guys. 6 years. It's just so much that we can discuss on these platforms, but it's oftentimes that we just want to reflect on some stuff that you understand better than you did before, or better than you've ever understood in your life. And I could say this is a beautiful place to be, and it's not a bad place to be, but it's not the prettiest place to be, because in seeing this stuff in full display, it is jarring. It is jarring. And again, I say this a lot of times in my going and comings throughout the day. I'm not like a narcissist detective. I'm not riding around, walking around looking for these people to discuss these matters. They appear. Empaths who are awakened, who are out in the public on a regular basis, the material that we have, the discussions that we could have and are going to have, are endless. There's endless discussions about these individuals and the behavior patterns that they have. You would think that you could cover everything regarding these individuals, but it's just so many intricate things about them that resemble things that normal people do. And that's the catch right there. Because we can see them displaying attributes, behaviors, just like healthy, normal, empathic people. They take master classes. This is why, as an empath awakened, you can't give away too much of who you are to all the wrong people. And in many cases, to just people in general, just for the sake of giving away who you are. Be a little more mysterious. Be a little more mysterious. They don't care to understand who you really are anyway. They know you have the goods, but be a little more mysterious. Don't give them the cheat sheet. Quit letting them copy off of your paper, looking over your shoulder. Be mindful of how they sit around you. Be mindful of how they run up to you looking for work, because they actually just want to work on you. But it's been great, guys. Doing great, doing well. It would be nice if I had some continuity as far as a team, as far as what I do, but I know in time God will provide those type of things. But in the meantime, I'm enjoying the ride. I'm pouring concrete, doing a little more landscaping. doing some construction, interior, exterior. It's about to get cold here in upstate New York, so I got to set up some jobs whereas I can do some stuff inside. And I do a little bit of snow removal, not much. I don't really like doing it anymore. I do my driveway and my neighbors. It's a shared driveway, and we have a big driveway, so we do that. And I'm in and out of the house and back into the house in 10 minutes because I use my machine to do it. And it's enclosed heat. And I have a plow truck, so do stuff like that. Just keeping a little wood on the fire, guys. I'm not that guy. I don't have a lot going on as far as I'm not rolling in the dough, but the humility that it provides me, man, I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. I want you guys to know in ending this video, it is just never ending with the narcissist. They can become desirable out the gate, and in the next 3 seconds, they become disgusting to you. If you are awakened in a healthy way, you too have seen this. That being said, bless.